So I grew up here in Aurora, and my mom raised my brother and we grew up in low-income housing, Aurora Housing Authority, as a matter of fact. She had me when she was 16, my brother when she was 17, so a young teenage mother. Our father's not in our lives at all, so she was our caretaker along with our grandparents, my grandma and grandfather. So growing up in that environment, you see just a lot of depressing things. Not many people in the community working, no one really having goals and aspirations. And not that we wouldn't like to, we all had dreams, but it just didn't seem like it was our reality. And as I got older, gangs and drugs started. One day we were just kids playing on the playground. The next day we were wearing gang colors in our shoes and talking about beating each other up, and it got more and more serious along the way. At about maybe 16, I just decided I didn't want to be in that gang environment anymore. So I just stopped hanging out with people that I had known since I was 5 years old, because I moved out there when I was 5, my brother was 4. And I joined sports. I became a wrestler, and I got a whole new group of friends. And some of the folks that I grew up with in the neighborhood, the young boys that I had known for so many years, that most of them still call my brothers to this day, they're my family, resented me for just not being in the neighborhood and not being a part of that environment anymore.
Yeah.
But
like a sellout, pop out.
Kinda, yeah. My friends on the wrestling team weren't black, they were white kids. So just going through that for a number of years and kind of divorcing myself from that environment, my life was saved. Let me tell you what I mean by that. After I turned 16, I had just got my driver's license. 3 days later, I bought a car for $300. $300 from a junkyard. And it barely worked.
Hey, but you had a car.
But I had a car and a driver's license. So anyway, a couple friends of mine that I grew up with, that were in gangs. So I was in a gang myself for a short time.
Oh, so you joined a gang?
Oh, yeah. Because everybody in the neighborhood was. It was just something we did.
Was it a form of also security, like a belonging?
Yeah,
we
belonged
a group.
to. Yeah.
Everybody needs a group at some point.
The same group that I had been with since I was 5 years old, playing on the playgrounds and in the trails and woods behind our house, started joining the gang. So I wanted to remain in this group. So as part of the group, I became a gang member as well. But it's not like the gangs today. It was different. I saw it kind of spring into reality. So it was cool, kind of, back then to be in a gang and wear these colors. It didn't get dangerous till later, Matter of fact, I was driving down the street and a couple friends of mine, there were 5 of us in the car, myself, my brother Kenny, kid by the name of Billy, Mike, and Lamar. And I say all those names because every single one of those people, even my brother Kenny, ended up going to prison for something later, every single one of them. And that was the reality in my neighborhood. It was just a matter of time before, we'd all go to prison.
Just a matter of time.
Yeah.